Okay, so my approach to my reason for getting Batagraf together was actually a long time involvement with Gambia as a musical paradise because I was pulled into a band in the end of the 70s called Eolé, where there was this fantastic musician Miki Ndoye, who then had been he had been a part of the Super Ballet Afrique, which was a Senegalese Gambian group that stranded in Sweden on a tour. They were swindled by a manager, and this led to a collapse of the group. And he came to Norway then, to the Club 7, and made this band along with Helge Linot called Eolé, which was a jazz fusion based on Gambian songs, actually, from his family and his culture. And at that time I didn't really get into dealing with his drums at all. He was doing the ballad stuff and we were playing as jazz musicians. But then 20 years later, I think, or 25 years later, I started to get this urge to find out what actually this ballad music was about. And I met Helge Jon Balke at a breakfast in Voss Jazz Festival, and we started to, because I knew he was into the same thing, and we started to imagine that maybe we should get a group together just to research what this is about, what we can do that is similar, or if we could take some inspiration and make some new music with these drums and this powerful combination of polyphonic stuff and really massive unison breaks that they call bakas in Gambia. So we organized the rehearsals with Batagraf, with Ingar Stakk and Harald Skullerud and Kenneth Ekornes. And we did some concerts almost reluctantly because we didn't really feel that we had something that was finished, but we made some more improvised concerts. And then we started to see if we could go to Gambia together and study with the guys down there. And we knew about this organization who organized the camps in the village of Njawara, which actually Miki was a part of making the foundations for that cultural camp. And we knew that there was a group of Wolof drummers there under the leadership of Ibu Seka, who I also knew from before because he had been in Norway. He stayed in my apartment and did the collaboration project here in Norway. So we did that, and we learned a lot, and we went home and we tried to figure out what we had learned, and we went back and we learned all these long complex lines and stuff from the guys down there, and tried to implement that into our playing, and then making new music, but based on more or less the same technique, and then transposing, or what do you call it, moving that technique to other types of drums. So for instance, this is a funny drum that I just got. It's 40 years old, and it's also from Gambia actually, but it doesn't really belong with the family of these. This is the tongone, and this is a drum from Sri Lanka, I think, that a sailor friend of my brother brought home just as a souvenir, and it has been staying in a basement in 30 years, and then found it. It has a beautiful bass, and it's very easy to tune with these rings. So it's I have sort of taken the role of a tungone player in this, in the sense that I have a kind of a bass melody function. When we play in the sort of traditional set of drums. But then, right now we are at Madstuen trying to develop new music, and we are starting to now invest a lot of time in finding other types of attacks and sets of drums that and this is a new leg of the research that we are doing, which probably will end up as a recording for ECM. And it's we work then with this Pro Tools system, recording everything, trying to make notes of what we do, and look for, in the same way that Balach drums are really one unit together in a soundscape. We try to find different soundscapes of other combinations of these drums and other instruments, or just other instruments in metal, shakers, noise, distorted stuff, glass, bells, things like that. So it's hopefully we end up with a very rich world of colorful sounds and interesting rhythms. Thank you.